Hello and welcome. This is Aaron Nance reporting live from Thundercat Studios, bringing you all of the best news available for Eastern and Western Europe. Today we're going to be looking how numerous animals have been harmed throughout the EU and the severe consequences that have been brought. As these animals are being harmed, it's upset migration and breeding patterns. As environmental policy is becoming more integrated in our everyday lives, it's impacting the very animals that need preservation the most. To provide more details on the matter of bats in Germany, Tommy McCarty reports live from the field.
I am Dracula.
For as long as people have been around, it seems like we've always been afraid of bats.
Oh, what's he done to you, dearie? Tell me.
But in reality, just like a certain crime-fighting billionaire, bats are really just misunderstood. Maybe it's their association with vampires, but really, bats don't attack human beings. Unless you're in Gotham City. In actuality, it's bats that are under attack by us. Wind turbines in Germany have done wonders for the spread of clean energy, but according to researchers at the Leibniz Institute in Berlin, they're actually putting bats at risk. After the Fukushima disaster in Japan, there has been international pressure to adopt natural energy sources. However, these don't take into account the migratory patterns of animals. Bats flying in what used to be open air are now attracted to the wind turbines because of their sonar, and the turbines are slicing the bats and even going so fast that they are causing bat lungs to explode. Over 200,000 bats have been killed by German turbines since research began in 2011. And not only is this disastrous for bat populations, it's actually illegal. Bats are protected by the EU for conservation because they make up 20% of all mammals on Earth, and they are extremely important to our ecosystems. The good news is that new wind turbines are shooting out sonic projections to deter bats using sonar for flight. But until these become the new norm, bats will still be at risk. And then we won't have little guys like this.
Thank you very much for that report, Tommy. It was very informative. It's certainly amazing what's going on outside our own doors, even within our own environment. As animal migration continues to change, it is disrupting the way that animals get to and from their natural habitats. Speaking of the outdoors as well, Kelsey Bartels is with animals that have been harmed in Eastern Europe. What's going on out there, Kelsey?
A tragic, unforeseen consequence of anti-immigration border fences is developing along large parts of the border between Croatia and Slovenia. In response to the Syrian refugee crisis, up to 30,000 kilometers of wire fences and walls have been constructed, which are endangering populations of native animal species. Without the consultation of conservationists, the construction of these walls and fences are separating bears, lynx, and wolves, and isolating them from their core populations, which can result in reduced genetic diversity within species and increased risk for inbreeding. More tragically still, a growing number of animals attempting to cross these barriers end up stuck and starving to death. To combat this increasingly prevalent issue, governments need to consider the impacts and conduct environmental assessments of these structures. Governments could consider opening fences at important times for animal migration and to look at different types of fencing that would be less harmful to wildlife. Another solution could be to leave gaps in fences that could be effectively policed through technology. If nothing else, conservationists need to voice their concerns of potential threats at the beginning of these construction projects. While the root of these issues are symptomatic of a larger problem in Europe, it is crucial to consider the consequences of blindly implementing hazardous solutions that, though unintentional, are completely unethical. This has been Kelsey Bartels reporting.
Wow. Thank you very much, Kelsey. That was great. It's true that environmental concerns across the EU are of epic proportions. While there has been some mitigation from groups, there's still a lot that needs to be done to reverse the effects that humans have created. This has been live from Thundercat Studios. My name is Aaron Nance, and I'm bringing you all the best news in the European Union. Thank you, and have a great day, and a terrific tomorrow.